Welcome back. Okay, Sagittarius. I was ready. No, I'm not ready. Sorry, I forgot I did a personal reading yesterday and I left those cards out. Okay, Sagittarius. What you need to know, whatever comes out. Okay, Sagittarius. It feels like this deck is missing cards, but this isn't a full deck. Okay, let's see. Confidence is the key to your success. Okay? Confidence is the key to your success. Let's keep going. I'm getting downloads, but I'm not ready. Hmm. Expect powerful change. Hold your vision. Let's get one more. Okay. You are good enough. Okay. And then at the bottom it says it's time to take action. All right. So, Sagittarius, right now they're asking you with the new moons here, there's something that's starting that's new, obviously. Or I'm also getting like a revamping. Whatever it is, though, whatever it is that you're doing, there's a need to have confidence. Whether you have confidence or not, there's a need to pretend. When I was getting downloads, I don't know how to explain this, but like I hear conversation. I was hearing a conversation in my mind, but it was like, you know, when someone's nervous and they're like, that's what I was getting, right? So there's a need to, like, even if you don't feel like you have the confidence, pretend, right? Or have the confidence in yourself. There is always a fake confidence. I've seen people where they, will be super nervous, walk out there or do what they have to do, and then come back out and be like, oh my God, I'm gonna have a nervous breakdown, right? But they pulled everything out of them to be able to have that confidence to do what they had to do. Um, but it's because I feel like you're going into something new, right? I feel like it's going into something new and it's something that you're not used to. It's I just heard techno music when I do that. It's beep, 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 beep. I'm from LA, so yeah, I grew up with techno music. There are powerful changes coming in. I feel not just to your life, but to who you are, to spaces in you, parts of you that it felt like again, maybe lacking the confidence, lacking. See, I'm having a hard time speaking, and it feels like I'm doing like a motivational speaking, and I'm having a hard time like expressing my words, right? Um, which, yeah, that doesn't, yeah, that's what it feels like. Like I'm nervous, and I'm having a hard time getting this. And I almost like my energy just dropped. Like I'm tired all of a sudden, like physically tired. Like that. This is weird. There's something you guys have been trying to manifest. There's something here that you guys have. I don't, and it might not. When I said that, when I said you guys are trying to manifest something, I actually saw my vision board, and so it's almost like you guys are manifesting a whole different life, right? They're asking you to hold your vision, and you're going to need courage to move into this new life that you're calling in. With the new moons, there's two new moons here, and then there's a full moon. There's an ending of a cycle, and then with the fixed moon, they're saying hold strong to your vision because there's two new cycles that are beginning, and I do feel like they're going to be big cycles. Um, I feel like you're moving into something that you're not comfortable at all in, which is actually good. People are like, "Oh, I'm uncomfortable." Yes, uncomfortable is a an emotion that we should um, uncomfortableness and embarrassment is an emotion that we should, it's an underrated emotion, right? It's when we put ourselves out of our comfort zone, right? We're embarrassed because we think that we look dumb, that we don't fit in, we are not the right look, we're not this. Who gives a shit? Who gives? Do you know how many people don't dance because they think they look a certain way, or they don't have a partner? I started clubbing when I was 15. Okay, when I was 15, I started clubbing. I got a tattoo. I didn't give a shit, and I didn't do any of that for anyone because I didn't start dating till I was like 21. I wasn't interested, and I would go to the club, and my friends, who would all go dressed up and wear heels, would be like, "Why are you wearing sandals?" And I'm like, "Bitch, because I'm going to dance. And if I wear heels, like I'm two songs in and I'm done." Or I'll do what I always do and I'll take off my heels and be dirtying on the dirt, dancing on the dirty ass floor and not give a shit, right? Because I came to dance. Okay, and so I would spend the whole night dancing, and I would have guys in and out coming and ask me to dance. Sometimes I'd be like, yeah. Sometimes if it was like, let's say, a Spanish song and it required two people, and honestly now at this point I know how to dance all those songs on my own. Like, I don't need a partner. I'm like, no, 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 I'm good. I'm not here for that shit. If you want to buy me a drink, though, back then I was like, yeah. um So I didn't give a shit. I went to dance. Um, you are good enough. Whatever it is that there, it's giving imposter syndrome, right? Oh, I don't fit in here. I don't. Nobody fit in. Well, I'm not gonna lie. There are people that just automatically will be like, yeah, I'm meant to be rich, or I'm meant to be high class, or I'm meant to be uh hoity-toity, right? That's just because that they need an ego check. I know that if I were to wake up rich one day, I'd be like, what? What money? What do I do with this? I mean, I know what I would like. I'd have to plan something out and be like, okay, let's take this and we're going to invest here. But it would take me a while. It would literally be like, I'd have to take classes. I would take classes on money. I would take classes on, like, APRs. You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't be like, yeah, money, I'm a millionaire, let's go out. And no, that would not. That wouldn't work for me. But it's almost like you're moving into a setting that you're just not used to. Being uncomfortable is good. It means that you're growing. It's uncomfortable when a plant is uncomfortable in its pot. It's because it's outgrown the pot, right? And what happens when you no longer fit in a pot? You stop growing. It stunts your growth. You need to be moved into a bigger pot. So you're being basically repotted, okay, into a huge ass pot. And it's going to take you being confident. And even if you don't know what the fuck is going on, just say that and be like, oh, I have no idea what's going on, but I'm here to learn and fuck shit up, right? Like, let's get this party started. Yeah. And Sagittarius, you guys know how to do that. So I'm not even sure what's going on here, right? I mean, we can say that all night long and be like, oh, that sign of Sagittarius, or oh, that sign of, whenever you move into a fucking room, like, it's not just, it would take like one person that's truly delusional to be like, oh, I fit in perfectly. No, sometimes it really is like a whole, you're shifting into a whole, let's say, different dimension. It's gonna take you off kilter, right? All right, let's clarify. Confidence is a key to success, but it is time to take action. So whatever it is that you've been trying to do, whatever it is that you've been trying to start or restart or whatever it is, it's time to take action, right? Clarifying the Emperor. Yeah. Take leadership. Be a leader. Be a leader in whatever it is that you're trying to do. Whether it be a new relationship, whether it be a new career, whether it be a new business, whatever the fuck you're trying to do. You want to invent something new. I just saw 1010, which gives, anyway, whatever it is that you're trying to do, it's time to be a leader, whether that be in your own life, whether that be in a group setting, whether that be in, let's say you're trying to get a new position or a raise or a new job. It's time to be confident. Listen, I know that the clothes maketh the man. When you're trying to go after something you want, I don't believe in, like, there are times where I feel super powerful and I'm wearing sweats and a hoodie, okay? But obviously, if I want to go and be the CEO of a company, which I don't, I want to be the CEO of my company, but you want to dress for that, right? You'd wear a pin skirt with a really nice shirt, a blouse with, I don't know, a bow, I don't know. You'd want to go in representing yourself as a CEO, right? A CEO doesn't usually, excuse me, they don't usually wear, what are those shoes called? The new, I don't know, the ones that all the nerdy millionaires wear. The new, what are they called? New Balance, I think they're called. You can wear those after you retire. Anyway, yeah, it's time to take leadership and put all those ideas to work that you have, because you guys have a ton of ideas and you guys are taking leadership, I feel like, in your life. So now it's time to take leadership in whatever it is that you're trying to do, right? Let's clarify. Expect powerful change. The Five of Pentacles. Yeah, it feels like you have been, it feels like you've been stuck in a situation for so long. It's almost like you've grown into the furniture, like you've become one with the furniture. You know what? It's giving Pirates of the Caribbean. You know, with uh, Captain. No, not Captain. What's his name? The Davy Jones, and everybody on that boat has been there for so long, and they've forgotten almost who they are, that they've become part of the ocean and part of the boat. That's what it seems like, that there's been no movement. And remember, they can't really get off the ship unless it's like a specific time. So it feels like you've kind of grown into where you've been. Like you've become a part of the furniture at that point. And there's a rose in this picture. So it's giving almost like Beast, like Beauty and the Beast, right? Oh, Beauty and the Beast, where the flower has just been wilting and nothing has really been able to change. Sorry guys, my nose itches and you know how it gets when we're doing a reading. It just feels like it's been so long of being in a certain state, in a certain space, where you've gotten so comfortable that you've actually become one with the furniture. But all of that is going to move, and like I said, it's going to be very uncomfortable, right? And with the rose, it's giving like the time is coming. It's almost like the last petal is about to fall. It feels like you've been in cage, almost like there's been no change, there's been no movement, you've seen no growth in certain aspects of your life, right? Yeah, with the Eight of Swords, hold your vision. With the Eight of Swords, you guys might be feeling like you want to give up. You guys might be feeling like overthinking. There might be a lot of just like almost losing faith in whatever it is that you're working on. But there's a need to hold the vision. It is coming in. The changes are coming in quite soon, actually. And there's a need to unlock that cage and release yourself. What you don't understand is that there was a need to hold still. And I just saw 444 because you were being protected. You were being protected. You needed a stay where you were, exactly where you were, because basically not only were you being cleansed, but you were also being protected. Because remember, when people are going to elevate, not only do people in the 3D start to attack you, but in the 5D, like anytime somebody's gonna come out of a full awareness and come out and go into their path, they'll try to stop that with a quickness. They'll do anything they can. They'll send you, challenges, people that will try to get you back into a pattern, um, those kinds of things, right? It's like when you're trying to elevate and people start to hold on to you. They start to hold on to you and try to drag you down, and it makes it much more difficult. Now, now that you're about to go into something brand new and different, you don't have any baggage. You don't have any of that shit. You don't have people holding you down. You don't have, you've been sitting there going through your cleanse and healing, and yeah, you're bored and you might have become part of the furniture, but that is easily remedied instead of trying to bring something or someone that you're not. And look, you got the Emperor again. You are good enough. You are good enough. You are a leader. You can have people working under you. And I feel like you have walked away from people that have tried to say they're leaders, but really these people would put people on strings to try to puppeteer them. This is the end of these difficult cycles. You've learned these lessons and you're not going to have to repeat them anymore. A leader stands there and can take control, and there can be growth instead of having an emperor that basically uses, as they see it, lower people or people that work under them as pawns and has them on strings. And I feel, and this doesn't even have to be about a job. This could be a person who puts the people that they're in relationships right on strings. It has to be their way. And it's one of those fear-based people that says, oh, well, you have to do this because I'm a man. A D a man does not make. A P a woman does not make. I'm sorry. Just because you were born with the appendage does not make you a fucking man. A man is somebody that can be a leader, that can be a protector, that can be all those things that an actual man. Nowadays, a lot of men and women think that because they were born a certain gender, that's what they are. Oh, I'm a queen. Take care of me while I cheat on you and blah, blah, blah. I'm a king because I'm a man. And that's all that matters, even though all I do is droogs all day and don't even shower and can't take care of kids and puts my hands on you. Nah, that doesn't make you shit. That makes you a clown. That's what that does. That makes you a fucking whole ass clown. What you need to do is go work at McDonald's because that fits. Um, so no, okay. And I feel like you're coming out of situations of that shit. Like, serve me first because I'm a man. Bitch, shut up. I don't give a fuck what you think you are. Like, until you behave like one, you are no man. My BD energy is bigger than yours. So we got the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, things are changing. The tides are turning. It's time. It's time to come out, and you're finishing. You're closing out a karmic cycle here, right? With the anvil. Yeah, resolve, purpose. You're coming into your purpose, what you're meant to align to on your timeline, on your life path. Um, you're going to strike while the iron's hot. There are things that are coming in. Like I said, it's going to be a huge push and it's going to change everything. There's no looking back, right? Take determined action and then persistence. Yeah, don't give up just because it feels like it's been a long time. You know how many times people have failed before they actually, like something comes in. People fail time and time and time and time again. I was saying this to another sign that there's this girl, I think her name is Natasha. I see her literally, I open my Facebook, I see her. She's funny. She's like, has a very, uh, her humor is very dark, which I like. Um, One day she posted a reel where she's like, look at all the businesses I've started and failed. I thought it was going to be like two or three. It was a list. I was like, holy shit. But now, right, her page or her, I think she has like two or three pages. One of her pages has blown up, and she still continues to have a normal job. She still works as a bartender, right? She was able to do, anyway, this is a woman that shows persistence, okay? And I was like, wow, this woman has failed like a bunch of times, and she continues to get up and try again, right? Like, that's insane. That is, and it doesn't matter what she's doing. The point is that she gets up and tries something different every time until she finally found her niche, and her niche was just being her and being her funny cutting self, which is hilarious, right? Clarifying the Eight of Swords, you got North Star. Yeah, you inner guidance. You're stop allowing your mind to take over and allow your intuition to take over. Um, Allow your core values to guide you to exactly where you need to go. And yeah, allow yourself to have clarity. The clarity is, I'm going where I'm meant to go right now, and that's where we're going. And as long as you're following your intuition, you know that that's where you're meant to go. And there's a need to have hope here. There's a need to have hope even when everything else is failing. There's a need to have hope here, because when everything is failing, it's a good thing. It means you're being realigned, to be honest with you. And do you know how many times everything has crumbled around me? And I was just like, well, I guess this is what's happening right now, right? But you are being severely protected. Nothing bad is going to happen right now, okay? Clarifying the Six of Swords, yeah, snowflake. Um, yeah, because you were vulnerable. You are in a delicate situation. Some of you guys could be pregnant. You guys could be getting pregnant. But you guys are one of a kind, all right? And you need to handle with care. This is why nothing has really moved, because you've been in a fragile state. And some of you guys could be moving states, to be honest with you. And there's a need to be very precise, but walking away from, again, that negative leader energy, that negative emperor energy. And it doesn't just have to be a man. This could be a business. This could be, anything that's controlling, anything that is controlling, but like just something or someone that's controlling when they have no basis to it. You have no money to your name. You have nothing to your name. Yet you're trying to control me, right? Like, that makes no sense. Like, if and okay, we can even say, let's say this person's a millionaire. You're still not to be controlled. You are still not to be controlled. And when somebody is trying to cage you, and when somebody is trying to hold you back, is because they see your value, and they're trying to make sure that you don't get away from them. Somebody that wouldn't see your value wouldn't try to cage you, right? Because they wouldn't see value in you. Why would they try to cage you? Even those men that go and play games and go and come back and go and come back, they know that that's a form of manipulation, and they know that they're getting you stuck in your head, and they're trauma bonding with you, and that's how they get you caged, right? Even then, that is a form of caging. Okay, and you guys are removing that shit, and it's time to take action. It's time to do what's needed to be done right now. Now is the time. All right, let me get you guys some guidance. Yeah, Sagittarius, you guys are not to be caged, okay? No. No, Sagittarius, I know. You guys got Makita, she who sees, observe, perceive, scrutinize. Yeah. See exactly what's going on around you. Pick at everything. See the what's being said to you, the way you're being treated, everything, 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 everything. All right. Let's take one more. Let's get one more. I'm gonna take it. And then you got she who is present, Taraz. Now awareness, acceptance. Yeah, accept whatever has gone on, what's going on, and accept the things that have already happened and your part in whatever it is. And it's just time to take action, to move forward. It doesn't matter where you are, it's time to move forward. We can't sit in the same situation and expect something to change. It's not going to happen, right? Whatever it is that you're thinking of, it's time to take action and time to move forward. And I feel like you're going to be guided to exactly what you need to be guided to, right? And again, this could be anything. This could be even like, let's say you're starting to learn something. Let's say you want to learn, go back to school and learn something new. Whatever it is, it's time to take action and do the things that you need to do to release yourself from controlling situations, okay? All right. I love you guys so much, Sagittarius. I hope this helped, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.